And we're good to go, and we're live from Madison Square Garden. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode. We're not actually in Madison Square Garden. We are somewhere, undisclosed location. So thank you for watching and all the comments you've been leaving. Keep leaving the comments. Subscribe, like, share, jump off a building. No, don't jump off a building. Gentlemen, how have you been? How's it going?
It was good. I mean, it's going good. Things are well. Always very tired week. Yeah.
I've been working from home, so it's actually, I feel calmer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lucky.
I hate
Lucky
working
you.
from home.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I can't concentrate because every time I look up, I can see the fridge. I look the other side, I can see the TV. Look the other direction, I can see the door. So I'm always too many distractions.
Yeah.
And like working from home. It's actually nice. Yeah.
I guess different people, different styles.
The main thing is like I don't have to iron clothes, man.
Oh, I don't have. It's getting colder. It's getting winter, so I can just wear sweat on top of my clothes and pretend.
Last time we had a meeting at 10. I woke up at 9:50, 3 minutes, and I just washed my face. I put gel, wear a t-shirt. I'm ready.
So working from home is good. Yeah, I guess it does have its advantages. What do you gentlemen want to talk about?
I see he didn't cut his hair. Last time you told him cut your hair.
Why didn't you cut your hair?
Yes, I'm working from home. No, it's. I mean, good point. Why did you tell me to cut my hair?
Because your hair looks unprofessional, looks funny.
But I remember you telling it looks unprofessional. See, that's actually a point because if I'm going to work, I'll have to shave and cut my hair and keep it all trimmed to look professional.
Yeah.
But who says this is my hair, man? Like, why should I cut it? It's similar to getting the tattoo thing. You know? Okay, tattoo is intentional. I go and tell someone to.
Yeah.
But this is natural.
You were born and that's what your hair looks like.
Yeah, that's right.
Very interesting because for us black people,
Right.
there's always been this push and pull all the time, where people are told their hair doesn't look professional. They're told they have to, style their hair a certain way, cut it a certain length, don't have certain hairstyles. Where the problem is, I was born, this is what my hair looks like. I didn't choose it.
Right.
It doesn't matter what I do, my hair will always look like this.
Yeah.
So if I go to the office, for example, and I have one colleague who keeps commenting about my hair, and it's annoying as hell. I have told him, but either he's the most clueless human being on the planet, or he's looking to get punched in the face. So I have told him a million times, dude, stop talking about my hair.
Yeah.
Because it's infuriating. So there was this story of a girl in South Africa who, one of her teachers did make a similar comment about her hair. She had on an afro, and this girl, being the courageous human being she was, she started a protest that spread to the entire school, and there was a walkout, and it got into an investigation. And the question was, why would the teacher tell a 12-year-old kid?
She's 12 years old.
She's 12, yeah. It's a kid.
Okay, when you said a girl, I thought
Yeah.
she's at least a teenager.
It's a little kid.
Yeah.
Why would you tell a kid that her hair doesn't look professional? That's how she was born. And this is the reality for us black people. Whether it's, someone saying, you're wearing dreadlocks, you look like a criminal. You have an
I heard
afro,
about that.
it's unprofessional. Please go straighten your hair. Why should I straighten my hair?
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody ever tell you to straighten your hair?
Of course.
Oh, your hair is straight already.
It's not.
Why are you wearing a hat?
No, it's not. Even though, yeah, but still. It's not really straight hair.
Yeah.
So actually, we know Ronald for some time.
Yeah.
And your hair has always been like that. Like, I mean, you always have very short trimmed hair. Is it because of something similar?
Two reasons. One, all the way from school, we all got colonized. We were colonized by the British.
Right.
And Kenya happens to have been colonized really well. So well, to the point that a lot of people from a certain generation imagine that everything done by white people is what the standard should be.
Right.
So in school, we kept getting told your hair should always be trimmed. I remember in high school, so I went to boarding school. And I can't remember when. I must have been 15 or 16. And they kept blocking people with a certain length of hair from going to the dining hall. So they're basically telling you, if you don't cut your hair, you can't eat. And you're telling this to kids. Do you know what kind of damage that does to you?
Wow.
So I think subconsciously, the reason I cut my hair and keep it a certain length is because of all that. By the way, I only started styling my hair very recently. As recently as 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is so many years after I graduated college. Still, I couldn't think independently enough to think, let me just cut my hair however I want. You see, that's the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, for me, I want always to have unstylish hairstyle. Always. I want just to wake up, wash my face, keep my hair as it is. I don't want even to do any style on it. Yeah. And the reason why I always make like a good streamed and good hairstyle is just because of my work.
Yeah.
I mean, my work, you should look professional. So you should just look like someone who just wake up.
Yeah.
But I prefer to have unstylish hairstyle. Always just that's it. Just leave your hair as it is. I have no problem.
So, see, the advantage for you is that you can afford to do that. If I did the same thing, if I left my hair unstyled, there would be so many comments from people. This is a funny thing that happens a lot, by the way. Where you're sitting at the bus or you're sitting somewhere public and someone walks up to you and goes, "Can I touch your hair?" And you're like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What on this green planet makes you think you can just walk up to me and ask if you can touch my hair? Why? Because my hair, I have black people's hair. What's the difference?
Yeah.
So it's all these comments and all these things. Or this is another thing that used to happen in Kenya. There was a time when young people had dreadlocks. And then dreadlocks were associated with crime. So anytime the police met a young person who had dreadlocks, automatically they classified you as a criminal. And a lot of people were shot dead because of this. Not because they'd done anything wrong, they hadn't committed any crimes. Even if they had, shooting someone, a defenseless person, is not how you deal with crime.
Yeah.
But so many people ended up getting shot.
Yeah.
So the problem with this whole vibe, this whole thinking about hair, is that it even gets into the minds of black people themselves, and they end up harming their own people because of the standards that have been set by people talking about hair. So when I made the comment about Johan's hair being unprofessional, he can get away with it. We can show up in the office, and no one will notice anything odd about his hair. But for me, if I leave my hair to a certain length, suddenly you'll hear people starting to talk. They'll be like, "Oh, nice afro, dude." But someone else sitting right next to me will have, hair that's 12 inches long, but no one says anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But why don't you break the stereotype? Because that's what we are trying to do with this podcast, right?
Yeah.
So, being a person who has identified that, you should grow your hair and go to the office.
I could, but then the other problem with black people's hair is it takes a lot to take care of.
Right.
So if I let my hair grow to a certain length, I would need, certain shampoos. I'd need certain oil for my hair, all of these things, just to take care of my hair because of the type of hair that it is.
Yeah.
And that's another problem. It's expensive. Takes time.
Right.
Do I have that money and time to spend on my hair? I don't. It's a lot cheaper for me just to cut it like this.
Okay.
Now, for other people who might want to keep their hair longer, and this is especially women who keep their hair long, it's very expensive. So when we call it natural, because that's what your natural hair looks like.
Yeah.
Whenever you see a black person with hair that's straight, 99% of the time it's not natural.
Yeah.
It's been straightened using heat. You've literally burnt your hair until it's straight. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's your own choice. It's your own life. It's how you've decided to style your hair. But not everyone can do that. For some people, when they do that, it causes damage to their hair.
Yeah.
For some people, it doesn't. It looks the way they want it to look. So for me, I would grow an afro.
Yeah.
I would.
That would
no
be cool.
problem. But all the comments from people that I'll meet, it's just so exhausting that I just rather not do it.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is that since I think of it from the point of it's so tiring, I'd rather just not do it. What about those people who want to do it and the comments keep coming every day and they have to deal with it every day?
Yeah.
It's so exhausting. It's so tiring. Why can't people just leave you alone?
Exactly.
It's not a crime. It's my hair. I was born. It looks like that.
That's correct. Yeah.
So it's
For me, hairstyle, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
If I know as a person, just if I know your personality, or for example, if I'm interviewing you, your hairstyle, to be honest, doesn't make any difference. If you are good as a person, as a personality, as someone who fit perfectly for the job, I would accept you without even looking to your hairstyle. And even if you are a person that maybe I like to talk to, your hairstyle will not make me think that is this guy a good person or a bad person just because of your hairstyle. It doesn't make any difference.
When you said that, I just remembered something, because my brothers, they both work in creative fields, basically. They're both graphic designers and game designers and all that. And I see their friends who he works with, right? Both of them. And their friends, if they come to our office, will be like, these guys are not professional. But it's so good that their generation, at least their generation, is embracing it. They let them be who they are. They're wearing baggy clothes, or they have afros and all that. Like, they have ponytails, and they're fine with it. Nobody comments. Nobody even notices that. Until you just said that, I also didn't notice this thing. But yeah, if we also can adopt like that, like, it will be much better, because you let people be who they are. I mean, it's natural hair, natural beard, whatever. When you say that, there's no rule that you have to cut your hair.
none.
Yeah, because the question is, what is the professional haircut?
Again, that standard was probably set by some guy who decided professional hair looks like this. It's like in the military, for example. You know this thing in the military where they have to cut their beards and their hair has to be a certain length. It probably makes sense. Since I think it came from the Roman army, where they discovered that if you keep a long beard while you're fighting with someone, back in the day it was hand-to-hand combat. Someone can hold you by your beard, and it makes it very easy for them to stab you.
Okay.
So it made sense for them to shave.
Okay.
But now we live in this world where, if you're asking me, for example, to design this phone, what does my hair have to do with it?
Exactly.
Like, are you scared that while I'm designing, my hair will sort of get entangled with a pencil and somehow the pencil will fall to the floor and I'll waste 50 minutes looking for the pencil? No. The jobs that we do have absolutely nothing to do with what we look like. Like, I could show up to work with cornrows, with my hair braided. Makes zero difference. I could show up with my head, shaved clean completely. Makes zero difference. But because someone somewhere decided that there's a professional standard,
if you don't have it,
it's about you. If you think that you look good, you're happy with this look, then fine, go ahead and do it. I see now many haircut which personally I don't like that hairstyle, which means I don't want to have the same hairstyle. That's it. If you have it, feel free to have it, because it's your hair, it's not my hair.
Thanks, man.
Exactly. You said it perfectly. You said it perfectly, because the problem with the world now is people look at it this way. I don't like this hairstyle, therefore so you should not have it. Instead of looking at it from the point of, I don't like this hairstyle, therefore I will not have it. So it's just everyone trying to impose their stupid views on everyone. So, I mean, in closing, all I can say is, if you ever meet a black person, and just don't say anything about their hair. Because that's what their hair is like. Just let them be. Just let them live their lives. It's so exhausting. And if anyone comments about my hair, anyone that you know, I'm not a violent person, but I'll probably break their teeth.
Not violent at all.
Please comment about his hair.
Don't comment about my hair. Comment about the topics. If there's anything else you'd want us to discuss, let us know. In the meantime, like, subscribe, share, get a haircut or not, and just live your life. Simple as that.